Hey guys, what's going on? It's Waldo. Today we're here for episode number 8 of my Los Angeles Angels franchise here on Out of the Park Baseball 17 or OOTP 17. It's crazy, man. It's been a week. We started these last Friday, and now it's been a week. 8 episodes. It's been a lot of fun. But here we are. It is the end of spring training. If we go to the team home screen, Brett Lowry, unfortunately, is going to be out for the next 7 weeks. It's been a week now, so it's basically 2 months. He had, I believe, a broken hand. Yeah. So, unfortunately, we're going to be without him and his bat for the first, month and a half, 2 months of the season. But we'll try to make do. Looking at spring coverage, we were actually the worst team in the league. We finished 7-19. The next closest team was the Brewers at 8-18. There were only 3 teams that finished with less than 10 wins: us, Milwaukee, and the Phillies, which hurts to see. Moving to spring batting leaders, though, there was some positives. Akiyama, he seemed to do very, very well. He finished 4th in slugging percentage, 5th in OBP, or OPS, excuse me. He finished, what else did he finish? He led the league in home runs with 8. Calhoun finished second with 6. He led the league in RBIs with 20. Calhoun finished tied for third with 16. Trout, he finished tied for the lead in runs scored. And if we keep going down here, Akiyama led the league in isolated power, extra base hits, and total bases. So hopefully that's a good omen. Hopefully that means he's going to do well to start off the season. But if we look at the preseason predictions, which I'm not going to forget again, don't worry. There we go. Just got to generate these predictions here. I imagine they have us winning at least 85 games. At least. Yeah, okay, so they are projecting us to go 88-74, 5 games behind the Houston Astros, but it looks like they're projecting us to get the second wildcard spot just based on the standings, because it seems like we have the 5th best record in the American League. We're supposed to score 725 runs, hit 258, 174 home runs, 23 stolen bases. I keep forgetting to improve the speed. Our pitching staff at 388 team ERA, there we go, 712 runs against, just over 1,300 Ks and just under 500 walks. Now, let's see. So we're supposed to have 2 of the top 10 hitters in the American League in Akiyama and Trout, which is always good to see. And oh, wow. So Greg Holland actually is supposed to be one of the top 10 pitchers, albeit as a reliever. I'd rather see that, I'd rather have a starter up there, but that is that. So, obviously, I'm really happy. Oops, wrong one. I'm really happy with the offense. I think this is the best offense that we've had since we started this franchise here, and especially when Lowry comes back. I just feel like there's so much opportunity to score a lot of runs every game with the Stars. I like our depth too. I think this is my favorite backups that we've had, if that makes sense, since we started. I feel more confident in this set of backups here than I felt in any other set of backups that we've had. I like the bullpen a lot. I feel, I gotta send people down here. I like these guys a lot. I think that the bullpen should not be an issue this year. My only issue is with the starting rotation, obviously. And let me just do that. Iglesias. My only issue is with the rotation. I don't know how this team is going to perform. I think they can do well. I think we have a nice 1-2 punch in Iglesias and Moore. I'm not sure what we have in Gossman. I'm not too confident if he can be a good number 3. I'm not too sure what we have in Lee. I don't know if he can be a serviceable number 4. And Estrada, I'm just looking for him to post a 4 ERA. That's it. Just a 4 ERA as the number 5 starter. That's all I'm looking for. But yeah, so that's it. It's the rotation is definitely iffy. If we don't make the playoffs this year, or if we underperform this year, the rotation will most likely be the reason why. That and or the offense completely busts, but I don't think that'll happen. So I think that's all we need to do here before we start off the simulation. If we go to scores and schedules. So let's see here. So we open on the road here. We got a 3-game set against the Rays, followed by an interleague matchup against the Cincinnati Reds. And then we come home against the White Sox for a 4-game set, Royals, Rangers, 3-game set against the Blue Jays before we start up I imagine a 3-game set, against the Athletics to end April and begin May. So I think what I'm going to do now is what I do every year. I'm just going to simulate ahead to the start of May, see how the team's doing, and we will go from there. So actually, I just want to show you guys the top 100 prospects because I know that list comes out right now. I imagine we still don't have any top 100 prospects, unfortunately, but, that'll take time. Just got to keep building up the farm system here because obviously it's still not too good. I think we're in the bottom third of the league in the minor league farm system rankings, which is not where I want to be, but granted, we're only 3 years in, so that will take a little bit of time. I mean, we've seen how long it took with the Philadelphia Phillies, just, as a personal example. It took a very long time for them to, get to like a respectful level, and now they're one of the top farm systems in the entire league, which is awesome. So today is opening day. Well, actually, technically tomorrow is opening day. I think the goal for this year is definitely to make the playoffs, but I think not just to make the playoffs. I think if we make the playoffs, it's clear the rotation wasn't too much of an issue. So I think getting to the ALCS, I think that should be the goal. I think that would be a good first step. And then, once this team gains experience in the playoffs, I feel as though next year and the following years, the goal should definitely be to win the World Series. I'm not saying I don't want to win the World Series this year. I'm just saying I think if we got to the ALCS, I would consider this season a rousing success. And here we go. There we go. So, we're generating more predictions, so I wonder what that's going to look like. Hopefully we're still projected to win 88 games. Hopefully not less. That'd be nice. Of course, you can't look too much into these preseason predictions because, we looked at what happened with the Astros last year. They were supposed to win, over 90 games, and they ended up having a bit of a rough season. So, you can't really rely on these predictions too much, but it's just nice to see, what the game thinks is going to happen, just based on, the rosters and stuff. So, here we go. We're close to generating these predictions here. Any second now. We're almost there. Right there. Okay, there we go. So let me see. So he wants us to achieve a winning season, playing better than 500 ball. Not surprising. Those are the opening day matchups. Pirates, Cardinals, Yankees, Orioles, Braves, and White Sox. That's interesting. So we don't have any top 10 prospects. Seems like the Phillies have this guy here, Chacon. Wow. Okay. Yep. That is definitely a guy I would like to have on my team. Oh, he was an international free agent signing. How about that? So Chacon, Castro, Victor Robles, Jason Groom, Luis Mojica, Edwin De La Cruz, Trent Clark, Hanson Butler, Angel Rodriguez, and Omar Sosa are the top 10 prospects heading into the 2018 season. So once again, what I'm going to do is I will just simulate ahead to the start of May, probably after the Athletics series, so probably about May 3rd, and then just recap you guys on what happened, and we'll go from there. Alright, and we are back. It is May 3rd, as I mentioned, so I think everything that went wrong could have went wrong. Calhoun got injured, Akiyama got injured, our offense is completely shitting the bed. Outside of Trout and I don't know, I guess Simmons and Maurer, this team is looking atrocious. Our pitching, it's the bullpen is having a lot of issues right now. Cecil's not doing good. Clippard's not doing good. Kishek is doing terrible. Melanson is not doing good either. Neither is Romo. The only three guys that are doing good are Holland, Morin, and coincidentally Jose Alvarez, who I called up just to have an extra bullpen arm until Laurie gets back. The Iglesias is not doing good at all. Moore is doing good, as is Gossman, which is good to see. And Lee and Estrada are doing better than I thought they would be doing. But everything possible that could have gone wrong, it went wrong. There's no other way to put it. You see, we're 14th in runs scored, 14th in batting average, 15th in OBP, 6th in home runs, but 15th in stolen bases, 9th in runs against, 2nd in stars ERA, dead last in bullpen ERA, and 8th in defensive efficiency. We're not having a good year, and you see our AAA team, we're 3rd, AA 4th, I believe that, high A is 4th, mid A is 6th, our rookie league team, they haven't started playing. But everything possible, look at, Akiyama was only hitting 208. Pujols is hitting 179. Calhoun's hitting 161. Prado's hitting 222. Ramos is hitting under 200. It's just upsetting. We're 10-12, 8 games back of the division leader, who, let me just check, is actually the Houston's 18-4. We are this is already such a bad start to the season because now we're 8 games behind them. It's only May. They're 18-4. They're going to be so difficult to end up trying to catch. I mean, we're only 3 games back of the wild card, which I guess is good, but and like the issue, like we started off well, like going back to April. Like, we swept the Rays to start the season, and then we ended up starting 4-2. What am I trying to say? After the Cincinnati series, like, we lost 5-0, we lost 8-0, 7-2, 7-3, 8-1, 13-1, 4-3, 4-3, 4-3, 7. Like, I mean, even in our wins, like 2-1, like 3-2, it like. This offense is completely, but like that's what I said, like at the start of the video, like if this team underperforms, it's either going to be because of the rotation or the offense busting, and I didn't think the offense would bust, but it is. It's not doing good whatsoever. Like as I mentioned, we started the season off good, but after that the wheels just kind of came off. We lost, then we won, and then we won, then we lost, and then we just went on this inconsistent like win-loss. We ended up losing 5 straight before winning one against Toronto, and then we lost again. We tended to take 2 or 3 from Toronto, and then we ended up losing 2 of 3 to Oakland. So it's been a rough start to the season. I definitely did not predict this happening. I thought if this start happened, it would be because the rotation was just completely like, you know what. But I think what I'm going to do now is simulate until the first-year player draft, which should be June 5th or 6th, I believe. So hopefully, when I come back from that, hopefully I have some better news, because right now we are really not performing well, and it's, I'm not going to lie, it is really upsetting. Okay, we're here. It's the first-year player draft. I don't have any better news. I feel bad that I'm getting this upset over a game, but this team is just, like, completely busting, like we're shitting the bed, honestly. Like this is like pathetic, like how bad this team is. We're 24-29. We're 13 games behind the Astros. We are only 5. We're only 2.5 games behind the Cleveland Indians, I guess. It's upsetting. When I built this team, I thought they were going to do good this year, and the pitching is not the issue right now. It's really not. Like the pitching is look at it. Like in our let me show you these losses real quick. Look at this. They let up 3 runs, 2 runs. They let up 5 runs there, but they let up 3 runs. 1, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4. It's I thought this team is inconsistent. Like, I'm at a loss for words, honestly. Like, you can't win the division in the first 2 months of the season, but you can definitely put yourself out a little ways, and that's definitely what we're doing. Like, we're not winning the division this year. That's out of the question. Right now, we'll be lucky to get the second wild card spot. Like, this team is just so inconsistent. Like, look, we win, then we lose, then we win, then we lost 4 games, then we won 4 games, then we lost 2, then we win, lose, win, and we went on this 4-game winning streak, then we go on the 6-game losing streak, the 7-game losing streak, then we win 3 straight, and then we lose. Like, this team is just all over the place. Looking at the home screen, we're second to last in runs scored, second to last in batting average, second to last in OBP, third to last in home runs, dead last in stolen bases, tied for 9th in runs against, third in starters ERA. The starters aren't the problem. That's what I was worried about, and they're not the problem. Third to last in bullpen ERA, and we're third in defensive efficiency. But everything, Laurie came back and then he got injured again. Calhoun, he came back and now he's injured again. Akiyama, he's doing good. Simmons, he's not doing as good as I want him to. Trout's having a good season, but Prado, he's hitting 200. For Christ's sake, I'm paying this guy $12 million and he's hitting 200. I don't get it. I mean, hold on, wait a minute. Look. He's doing this good now. 2 for 4, 1 for 4, 0 for 4, 2 for 6, 0 for 4. He's hitting 200. It's ridiculous. I'm honestly at a loss for words. Like, looking at our stats, like, we have three. Well, I'm not gonna count Crone. We have one guy OPSing, two guys OPSing over 800. Everyone else is OPSing over under 700. Like, this is like Mauer. I guess I can't get too mad at him. Hechevarria, maybe I should put him at. That's what I'm going to do. I am, well, no, I can't because Hechevarria, like, once Laurie gets back, I'm putting Hechevarria in for Prado because this is ridiculous. Prado is completely, like, and Pujols, I mean, he only has 4 home runs. Like, now, I know that I've seen that you can trade these guys even if they have a no trade clause. I want to see if anybody wants him. Because if somebody wants Pujols, I'm trading Pujols. Because I can't deal with paying for this until 2021? I can't deal with it. Now, normally when it takes this long, it means somebody offers something, but I doubt it. Sometimes it just takes really long for no reason. Okay, so we're fielding offers, and no team offers a 1-for-1 trade. So, just out of curiosity, if I put in... Nope. Whoops. Active roster. Pools. Please select. No. Okay. I don't know what. The Dodgers have a lot of money. Pools. So let me just say I wanted God. Look at. Oh my gosh! Look at that team. Let's say I wanted that guy. That's a very bad deal. Okay, so I can trade him if I need to. So how would I make that work now? Out of curiosity? No, okay. All right, well, anyway, we're going to go to the first-year player draft. We have the 18th overall selection. Let me just see who the top players are. Go to male. So Jonathan Hughes. So it seems pitcher. Okay, so it's kind of split up again. There's 5 pitchers, and then there's a catcher, a shortstop, a third baseman, and 2 center fielders. So, I mean, I guess that's good. I mean, we're not going to get any of them, but... let me go. So, continue the draft until the next pick. Hopefully there's somebody. And what is this? All players? Okay. So, it seems like catchers are always, plentiful in these drafts. It's crazy. What does OSA have you rated at? I mean, we have, so many catchers. I don't want to draft another catcher. Who does he recommend? Who is this? He is a catcher. Of course he is. Now, I'm not taking... we drafted catchers so much over the past however many years. How about this guy? Kevin Dowdle. OSA hates him. I guess this guy wouldn't be too bad. How about this guy, maybe? Maybe. He can't avoid K's, though. I don't like that in a hitter. Not Hayes. Oh my gosh. This is not a very good draft class. It's all shortstops, outfielders, and catchers. What is OSA saying? Okay, so they're saying this Jonathan Gates guy. I mean, the issue is, why get a scout with all these good ratings if I'm not going to listen to him? That's, my only issue right now. Let's try to get this guy. This seems like a good first-round pick. Ryder Green. Let's do that. Was he one of the top 10? I feel like he wasn't, but... Oh, no, look at this. He was the number 5 guy. You know what? Yeah, we're going to go with him. Yeah. Continue the draft. We're going to go with Ryder Green. And extremely hard sign. What does he want? Bonus demand? Okay, so we'll give him that demand. We're not going to give him the slot, though, because that's not what he wants. So until next pick. I want to see if that Rupenthal is gone. Damn. I was going to see what he was offering. Dave Hollins Jr. Oh, wait, that's my head scout. Yeah, maybe. How about this guy, Dominic? What's his name? Sapulio? Yeah, I could get behind that. Sapulio? Sure. He only wants the slot. Recommended slot. Yeah, okay. I should have offered him the whatever. So who does our scouting director think we should take? Sterling Hayes. No, that's the guy that... Yeah, like, no. Like, well... Extremely... I mean, he's good defensively and good speed, but... how about Vinny Esposito? I guess that's basically the same thing. Austin Kretschmar. It's a hell of a last name. Like, see, look at all these. Like, if you ever need like a catcher, like you're set because there's always like 20 of them. Like in the top, however many like prospects. John Malcolm. There's a first baseman. Can't avoid. Okay, so that's basically Joey Gallo. Like, you know, from the avoid K's standpoint. He only wants the recommended slot, so we'll draft him off the slot. If one of these 4.5, okay, so there's only 2 of these 4.5 star guys still here. Now this guy's demand is 2.8 million. I don't want to pay 2.8 million for this guy because I don't really want him in the first place. And this guy's an impossible sign. Yeah, I don't want to get him either. How about Daniel Perry? Yeah, okay, I could get behind that. Extremely hard sign. He wants 1.6 mil. Yeah, we'll go with... Because what's Zach Rogers looking like? He's like a... Like, he's going to have 2+ pitches, but his fastball is just going to be average. His movement's going to be average. His control is going to be average. No. And what's he yeah, he's an impossible sign anyway, so... draft. He wants... No, I don't want to offer him the slot. I'm just going to draft him till the next pick. Alright, so 5th round here. How about this guy? Brandon Boissier? I don't know. Sure, why not? Extremely hard sign, but he only wanted the slot, so... Recommended slot, so drafting off for the slot. Till the next pick. And, how about Tommy DeJuanis? Yeah. Very easy. Well, nah, because he's only going to have 1 pitch. His fastball sucks. I don't want How about Silva? Yeah. Silva. Unless Barnett is better. Nah, we're going with Silva. And he's what? He's a hard sign, but we're just going to draft him until the next pick. Okay. I think I'm going to take one more. Actually, yeah. Who does our scouting director think we should... Because if he thinks we should take somebody that I like, we'll... Yeah, what the hell? Maybe he'll turn into something. I don't know. Okay, so that's it. So we're going to complete the draft here. So I will come back when we reach the sign draftees screen, because this is probably going to take... Alright, so I decided to come back now after some of my my draftee sign. The only guys we're waiting on right now are Hayes and Brandon Gimmick here. I don't know how to say his last name, so I'm probably going to avoid that. I'm not going to try to get any of these guys because most of them are impossible, extremely hard signs with high demands, so I don't really feel like spending a lot of money on them. But I saw this trade here from Philadelphia. I'm not going to accept it, but I just thought it was interesting because I've never really, I like the trades in this year's game. They're definitely a lot better than in years past. So they would send us Maikel Franco and Caleb Eldridge, who, let me see here, according to OSA, could actually become a pretty decent prospect. He's a first baseman for Akiyama, who's that guy we signed at free agency. Francisco Rodriguez, who... Wait a minute. Didn't we sign him? Oh, wait, yeah. Wait. I don't know why I thought the Phillies were trading him to us, but this is the guy we signed in the international free agency our first year, Francisco Rodriguez and Tyler Clippard. And I'm not going to accept it as much as I'd like to because, Franco's my man. Or my boy, I should say, but It's definitely interesting. I'm not giving up on Akiyama. He's having a bit of a rough season, as you can tell. He's barely hitting over 200, only 11 home runs. But I'm not going to give up on him. Like, this is his first year in, the major leagues. I mean, obviously he was coming over from the international, so I'm going to give him a chance to, get his stuff together. I'm definitely not giving up on it after 1 year because, I mean, the way my luck would be, he'd end up tearing it up in Philadelphia. So, and while I'd like to see that in real life, I would not like to see that in this game. So, as you see, June's going a little bit better for us here. We're at June 15th. We've gone, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've gone 8 and 6. Right here for the start of this 3-game set against the Baltimore Orioles. Now Lowry can finally come off the DL, which is good. So now we have our starting lineup together for one of the first times all season. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Did Prado get it together yet? No, okay. All right, so what we're going to do actually is put We're going to put Hechavarria at third. We're going to move Prado to backup. Could use a third baseman though, so that offer was pretty interesting. So there we go. There's that. Prado is now out of the lineup. We're replacing him with Hechavarria. Okay. Is that good? That's good. Okay. So Hechavarria is moving to third. Prado is going to become the backup, I guess. And then second is Lowry, right? Yes. So Lowry is second. Calhoun is the right fielder. And I guess that's basically all we can do. Wow, Pujols is really tanking this year. God, man. This entire team. All right, so I think what we're going to do is normally what we do all the time, just simulate up to the All-Star break, take a look at the team, and then go from there. So I will be back when it is July. Around July. It is June 17th. Everything that could possibly go wrong this season has gone wrong. Now Gossman is out for the rest of the season. So, due to bone chips in his elbow, which is unfortunate. But yeah. So once again, I will be back around the All-Star break. Alright, so we are back at the date that I always forget. Still, nothing's gone right. Nothing changed. This Akiyama signing, man, it's really starting to piss me off, man. This guy's the second time this guy's got injured. He's out for 3 more weeks. It's a shame that Trout's doing so good, because the rest of the team around him is performing like complete ass. But, I mean, at least Lowry's doing good. Simmons isn't. Hechavarria is not. Mauer's Ramos isn't. Tyler Skaggs, who we had to call up because Gossman went down, he is completely shitting the bed. Estrada's 2-8. Sergio Romo has a 10.05 ERA. Steve Kishak has an ERA just under 8. Jonathan Geddes, unfortunately, is having his ERA is close to 10. We're second to last in like all these offensive categories. Our pitching has started to tank as well, so we're 23 and a half games out of the AL West, and we are, what are we in the wild card? 6, maybe? Yeah, we're 6 games back in the wild card. So, this season has been a complete hot pile of crap. But I think I found somebody that I'd like to sign. This is Ruben Familia. He's a catcher, and for all the, the complaints I have about so many catchers in the draft, this guy actually looks like he could be pretty good. Not defensively, but offensively, he looks like he could be pretty good. Because Garcia doesn't look like he's going to be anything good. Defensively, yeah, okay, so all these, yeah. So, there's also the shortstop, but I'm not extremely high on him. So I think I'm going to give Familia a contract. He wants 5.5, so, and you see we don't have any restrictions this year, but although, how about this guy, this Jose Cervantes guy? Ooh, yeah, I think I'm actually going to get him. How much does he want? I want 65. Yeah, man. Here, I'll give you 265. Actually, no, 365. 465. No, whoops. Offer contract. Okay, there we go. Now we shouldn't be getting into a bidding war. Cervantes. Who else do we got? Anybody else interesting? How about this guy? Yes, speed. Yeah, sure, we'll sign that guy too. He only wants 75,000. Because I've read somewhere that you should go hard in the international amateur market, like every third year. And since we went hard like the first year, apparently we should be waiting until like 2019. I don't know why that is, but apparently that's what you do. That guy looks like he's going to be a bullpen guy because he only has 2 pitches. And it's not raining outside my house. Ooh, that guy looked good. No, he didn't. How about this? How about this guy? Well, yeah, this is another bullpen guy because he's never going to develop into a starter, unfortunately. How about this guy? Yeah, like all these guys are bullpen guys. Unfortunately. Is there anybody maybe sneaky good down here? A lot of these guys have speed, so I will give them that, but it's not really what I'm looking for. Well, I mean, I am, don't get me wrong, I am looking for speed, but how about this guy, Ricky? Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's sign this guy. Ricky who's this? Resendiz. Okay, so how about we just go 1.5 mil. Okay, so let's just simulate ahead here. I'll bring you guys along with me as I normally do around this time while we wait to get some news on those guys. So, I mean, we're only 6 games out of the wild card race, but at the same time, I'm not really... If this team makes the playoffs, it'll be... Like, this is just 2016 all over again. So, we got Santillan, Cervantes, and Detroit wants to give him more. So, offer contract. How much have I offered so far? Oh, so that's including... Let me just try to get all the way up to 3 million. Okay. Okay, so hopefully, if that doesn't get him, then we're not going to sign him, because I'm definitely going all in the market next year. So they want to send us Tulo for... How is he doing? Oh, wow, nah, he's not doing good either. But they wanted to send us Tulo for who? York? Yeah, I would do that, but Windham? No. Wow, oh my gosh, we need him to get up here quick. Yeah, we need him to get up here real quick. That would be helpful. But yeah, so scores and schedule. If we could sweep Seattle, that would... Oh, okay. Spoke too soon. All right, so we got about a week and a half to go here until the All-Star break. Oops. And we got that guy, so nice. And we only spent $3 million, so... is that like the Jose Reyes? I think that is the Jose Reyes. Yeah, that is the Jose Reyes. The Jose Reyes. Well, we could use another infielder, but... I don't know if we need him... Yeah, oh, for Fusco... I didn't even see they wanted Foscolina, so no. Oh, whoops, wrong screen. Sorry. I meant to go to the scores and schedule screen. And compensation picks. No compensation picks. Ah, rats. Not that I'm surprised, but... Oh, wow, look at that. We've lost 2 straight. Don't make it 3. Nice. So our fans deserve good baseball the second part of the year. I agree. Everything so far has been mediocre. It's actually been worse than mediocre, including your job performance. I don't really think it's my fault that this team's underperforming, my man. When I told you I wanted to see you work on team stolen bases, I meant, to improve from last year. Yeah, I know it's hard to talk extension early with some guys, but I was hoping that Joe Mauer would have been an extension, keep the dialogue. Oh, I don't really want to bring him back next year. I see you did listen when I asked you to bring in a Gold Glove Award winner. While Hetchfree may not exactly be who I had in mind, he's close enough. I know there were guys out there who fit what I asked for a bit, but then do my job, homie. Damn. So I suggest you still keep your eyes open. He is undecided. Oh my gosh. So we're losing. Oh no, we're losing Ruben Amaro Jr. after this year. Ah, damn. I gotta bring him back. I just gotta bring him back just for the hell of it. He's gonna be our bench coach for eternity until he retires. Scores and schedule. Okay, so if we could take 2 or 3 from Minnesota, that would be nice. So can we finish at 500 if we win the rest of these games? We got 7 games left. No, we can finish one game. We can finish 1 game under 500 if we win all the rest of these games. Okay, so the dream is still alive. We won 3 straight. Could you imagine if we went on like a 9-game winning streak to... No, that's not happening now. I was going to say, could you imagine if we went on a 9-game winning streak entering the All-Star break? No, Jonathan Windham is not available. Set player to untouchable. Scores and schedule. It would be nice if we could just win these next 5 games, because I don't think we've gone on a 5-game winning streak this year. I think the most we've gone on is 4. Oh, and we're playing the best team, arguably the best team in the league, in the Astros. Oh my god, don't be a stupid trade, please. Dustin got it. Okay, no. Do I have to say that Jahmai Jones isn't available either? Set to untouchable. Okay, so now we should stop getting these stupid trade offers. Although I will admit, I was trying to trade Jahmai Jones for a starting pitcher, but not for guys like that. Right. Okay, so Prado. No, you can't benefit the team from the starting lineup. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this. Pujols wants a trade, so I guess he'd be willing to lift his no trade clause to get out of here. So pretty happy. So let's just check the All-Star rosters here, see if we got anybody. So Iglesias, he got in, which is good to see. So that trade hasn't bitten me in the ass yet. Greg Holland got in. Unfortunately, nobody else in our bullpen got in. Let's see here. Did we get any batters? Mike Trout. That's it. So we got Trout, Holland, and Iglesias. Any surprises here? Alvarez, Carrasco. Wow, Alvarez is doing really good. Yeah, wow. Iglesias, Kluber, Sanchez, Bobby Wall again, Holland, Musgrove, Allen, Giles, Carson Smith, Martin, Perez. So it's basically the same team as last year. Cisco, Bird, Santana, Odor, Machado, Sano, Correa, Granderson, Rodriguez, Dickerson. Nice to see Dickerson. And Justin Upton. And in the NL, we got Bumgarner, Cole, Robbie Erlin. I was trying to trade for him, I'm not going to lie. Fernandez. Now, his contract is up after this year, right? Now, wait a minute. How many arbitration years does he have? Ah, damn it. That stupid rule, man. That made it 7 years. Oh, my God. Oh, well. I'm just mad that I don't have a good rotation. Kershaw, Syndergaard, starter Betances, Davis, Reed, Darno. Oh, nice. So we got 2 Mets, or 3 Mets. Oh, only 3 Mets. Who's the Philly that made it? Herrera made it. Wow, they moved Herrera to third base. I wonder where they moved Franco to. That's interesting. Crawford made it. Wow, that's a heck of an infield. If Franco, Crawford, and Herrera, that's a nice infield. Plawecki, Posey, Goldschmidt, Calhoun, Arenado, Bryant, Diaz, Polanco, Pollock, Puig, McCutcheon, Verdugo, and David Peralta. So that's that. So we are at the All-Star break right after this game against Houston, which I imagine we're going to lose. Not to be, the negative guy here. Not to be negative Nate, but... Oh, no, we won 8-1. How about that? Maybe I should just say we're going to lose all the rest of our games, and then we're going to, maybe win them all. But one last look. So we are still second to last in the American League in runs scored, batting average, and OBP. Akiyama will be back in a week, though. That's good. 8th in home runs, dead last in stolen bases, tied for 5th in runs against, 4th in starters ERA, 13th in bullpen ERA. That's not what I expected, although it seems like Cecil's since settled down, as has Clippard. And Holland and Morin are still doing okay. And defensive efficiency, there we go, is second. We are only 5 games under 500, which I guess, based on how we were for a while there, that's not too bad. And what are we, 5 games out? Or 4.5, maybe? I want to say we're 4.5, or maybe 5.5. Oops, wrong league. 4.5, yeah, okay. So we are only 4.5 games out of the wildcard spot, although gotta compete with the Texas Rangers again, unfortunately. You look at Houston, man. Houston is just running. They have the best record in the league, 64-25. They are just running away with it. We are 7-3 in our last 10, which I guess is good. As I mentioned, we're not winning the division this year. Houston's already won the division. Nobody's going to catch them unless they lose maybe like 15 of their next 20, but we all know that's not going to happen. But if we look at just, let's go to pitching first. So Iglesias, he has a 3.11 ERA. You know, the rotation's not doing too bad. Skaggs has since settled down. Moore is kind of expected Moore to do a little better. I'm not going to lie, but I guess I can't be too upset. Zach Lee, he's doing good. Estrada, what did I say, a 4 ERA, and he's got me that 4 ERA. Roma, we got to do something about. Kishek, we got to do something about. Melanson, we have to do something about him. But other than that, the bullpen's doing okay. Moving to lineups, sort by OPS. So Trout is OPSing close to 1,000, 23 home runs, 49 RBIs, 56 strikeouts, 43 walks, 4 stolen bases. So this is more of the season we're accustomed to seeing from him. Cole Calhoun, he has 11 home runs and seems like he's on a hot streak, I guess. I don't know. Laurie, he was hitting over 300 for a while there. Now he's gone back down to 254, OPSing just over 700, and the rest of the guys are OPSing under 700. Joe Mauer, I forgot to mention, he actually got his 2,000th hit during one of the breaks. But Pujols, he's just hitting 211, so I would love to trade him at the trade deadline. Hechavarria, Ramos, and then Simmons. Yeah, okay, the rest of that is just hot pile, you know what. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to step away here. It is the All-Star break. So let me know what you guys want me to do. I'm not necessarily going to buy at the trade deadline, but there are definitely a couple people on this team that I wouldn't mind trading away. And you guys know that, obviously. But just let me know. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And once again, as always, I hope you guys have a wonderful day.